Everyone, is Shamika Tia. Today is Sunday, October 6th, 2019. And I have to do a video because there's a project that I am highly interested in. And one of the things they asked us to do is to upload a short video and answer these questions. The first question is, whose leadership style do you admire and why? So I was thinking a lot. That was like one of those brain teaser questions, and I was just kind of like, I don't know. So I'm thinking and I'm thinking and I'm thinking, and I'm like, oh man, and do I need to Google great leaders of the world? And I couldn't help but just kind of bring it back to what I know. And it actually kept me up late last night just trying to, because I want the position, I want this opportunity, but at the same time, I didn't want to just Google great leaders of the world and then pick one and be like, ooh, he said this and that. I just wanted to kind of stick what I know in my heart, and that's spirituality. And I couldn't help but think of no other leader other than Solomon, because I live by that. And so that's my choice. And I hate to get preachy, and I'm not going to get preachy, but for me, my pick is definitely Solomon. And I'll tell you why. Because here is a man that is having a conversation with the Lord, the creator of the universe, that would give you anything you ask for, anything that you would ask for. And especially a guy in Solomon's position probably would have said, I want the greatest army. We got enemies, we got people, doing this, we got things to do. You think he would have asked for the greatest army. You think he would have asked for, women. I mean, we know he was real busy in that sense, but you think he would have asked for even more women, since 1,000 wasn't satisfactory. You think he would have asked for more women or more virgins, make all my thousands of wives, make them virgins. I don't know. All the things he could have asked for, he asked for, I'm just going to just read it. Like I said, I hate to get preachy. This is for an opportunity, but I just have to stick with what I know. And it says in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 9, and this is after God is having this conversation. Solomon's answer was, give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people. I know even God was like, what? Did y'all hear what he just said? Even God was, you can't surprise God. But in a sense, I know he was like, I know what he's about to say, and I can't believe he's about to say it, because I'm asking him, not anybody that doesn't have, the credentials or the resources to give him whatever he asks, but it's me. I can give him anything he asks for, and I plan on it. That's why I'm asking him, what do you want? And he asked for understanding to lead the people. You think a lot of leaders, they want to be leaders because they want to boss people around. They want to be in charge. They want to feel like they're on top of the world. They got their crown. I'm a leader. Oh, look at me. Bow down to me. And as a humbling, of all the people not to be humble, it would probably be Solomon. Like, y'all know who my dad was? My dad was David, God's right-hand man. And with all of that, he asked for understanding, an understanding heart to lead the people, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it even impressed God so much that he was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you that, and I'm gonna give you so much more, because you could have asked for anything. And wow, it's like God gives us this gift of free will, and Solomon chose to give it back to him. I'm taking this free will that you've given me and entrusted me with these people to lead these people. I'm giving my free will back to you. You show me how to lead these people. And then he even says, give him an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may be able to discern between good and bad. And then he says, for who is able to judge this so great of people? In other words, I got to make right choices. I have to judge fairly, and I can't do that on my own. I need you, Lord. And it was so impressive to not only God and everyone that's read that, but also to me as well. Second part of the question they asked was, how have you emulated him or her, and what do you still need to work on? So the first part of that question, how have I emulated it? I do the same thing, because I was even impressed by reading that. I was impressed by God being impressed from him saying that to him. And I've done that ever since I've read that. I always do. I remember even working at the law firm, and I would get assignments and stuff that I didn't know how to do. And I would go, oh, God, please, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what this means. Can you please help me? And he always did. You know, it's like an idea would pop up and I'm gonna go, oh yeah, that's good, that's good. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm handing in stuff that I'm not really even qualified to do, you know? And that's back then. Fast forward to present day, I'm in ministry, I live in ministry, and I'm faced with a lot of obstacles and stuff that, you know, I can handle it the regular way and complain and whine and moan and throw my weight around, or even get into bossing. And I still throw that free will back to God. Okay, God, I'm going to need your wisdom in this. This is a little bit much for me. What do you want me to do with this? And there's always, always, always readily a solution that he provides in your spirit. And then you're able to deal with whatever it is. Even if it's imparting something in somebody, it's always, always available for us to just kind of send a heavenly email and get the answer immediately. So I have emulated Solomon in that. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I most certainly try to be as close to this as possible, because being in ministry is out of my hands. It is beyond me. It is beyond the person. It's beyond this ministry. It's beyond me. So I know that, and I ask for guidance in being, you know, where I'm at. And also in new endeavors, you know, including this one, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I've always done that. It could be something simple. I could be on the phone with Dante, and Dante will throw something at me, and I'll be like, let me process that. And sometimes I'm like, okay, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to say? And then he'll give me something to say. Oh, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to do? I mean, just yesterday, Dante called me with a situation, and I had to be like, Holy Spirit, I need your help. And he just told me what to do immediately. Bum, 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 done. It's the cheat sheet to life. Why would I do it any differently? You know what I'm saying? We can save ourselves a lot of trouble and mistakes and dragging people in our misdirection and misguidance. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. I'm into getting it right the first time. And even if I make a mistake, dusting off my knees and jumping back up and leaping forward into the way it should have been done. And you can only do that one way. All right, and the next part of that question is, and what do you still need to work on? For me, definitely I need to work on boundaries, and also knowing when to fold. You know, I'm a person, like, sometimes, especially when I know something is this way and the person that you're helping doesn't receive it, a lot of times they don't receive it. And it's knowing when to just say, okay, fold, if you need me, I'm here. And okay, but not wanting it more than that person, because then it's not effective and then it won't last long. And just kind of letting God take care of the rest. Sometimes we plant the seed, sometimes we harvest the seed, and we need to know the difference. And I did not know the difference at one point, where I didn't know planting season. I'm just thinking, oh, we can do this. We can make this happen. And not knowing sometimes you're just planting a seed and it's someone else's job to harvest that seed. So I'm still working on that now. And again, I'm aware of it, and I do know when to fold. His yoke is easy. And if there's something that you just tussling and bustling with back and forth, and you got your armor on and you still are ineffective, then it's time to fold. So I'm learning that it's okay to just plant the seed and keep it moving, right? And that is it. And thank you for the opportunity. And for those of you that are watching the video, tell me who's your leader? Whose leadership style do you admire, and why? Why don't you answer the same questions? Post them down here. And I think this is definitely worth having a show about, because there are some great leaders in the world, and we need to know what their names are. Okay? And with that, over and out.